What's up, guys? Nick here, Mr. Millionaire Insight. What's going on? How are you today? Hope you guys are having a great Monday. It was the start of our work week, but I do hope you are having a blessed one. Let me just wait for you guys to come in here. Tonight, you're definitely going to want to check this one out because um, I was at an online event today that I actually got to be a part of and to network and stuff like that. But, after having an entire show planned out for today, which is the reason I decided to start, this early. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I wanted to start a little earlier today because if you guys have seen this, or this series, The Science of Online Marketing, you know that I usually start at 7:30, but I wanted to get an extra 30 minutes in, so I jumped on a little earlier because I wanted to share something with you because something hit me like a ton of bricks today while I was at that online event, that networking event that I really didn't consider, and had I considered it, I would have probably made that a little bit of a sooner point in the series. So, for those of you who are in my community already, in the opportunity I promote, please go ahead and double tap the screen because it really does help with the TikTok algorithm to just make them know that I'm doing a good job. So, so let's get down to business and get the intros out the way. So, if you have not seen me, you do not know my face, you do not know my name, you do not know my business, I am Nicholas Francis, aka Mr. Millionaire Insight, and what we are here for today is doing episode 6 of the Science of Online Marketing series. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about the grave mistake you're making by not promoting on social media. So, if you're on this platform, you know how powerful and how versatile and how much you learn on this platform. But the reality is if you're not using your social media platforms to help you increase your income, you're doing it wrong. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but still, hear me out. Every day, literally thousands of people are leveraging their social media platforms. And we're not just talking about influencers here, to literally change and increase their income in a positive way, right? Think about it like this. I made a post on TikTok recently. Listen, when Mark Zuckerberg started the Facebook, which is what it was called back then, right? When he started that, the guy who did Napster, I forgot that his name right now, but it's at the tip of my tongue. I just can't bring it forward, right? When he started the Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he got approached by the guy who founded Napster. For those of you who are old enough to remember what Napster was, you know, Sean something, right? So he basically, y'all could correct me in the comments, right? So when he started it, he told Mark Zuckerberg, look, you have an amazing idea here, and you're literally being able to reach people across college campuses across the country and things like that. So you need to be advertising, like letting businesses advertise on your social media platform. And Mark Zuckerberg was like, no, this is not that. Like, I'm not trying to get ads or nothing like that. I don't need ad revenue. This is purely about, connecting with family and friends, getting, reacclimated and reacquainted with lost friends and all that kind of stuff. Basically, no, we're not going to get paid to create content or create whatever it is, or let people talk to their friends. Because that's how simple it was back then, right? It was just about connecting across college campuses for friends and family and all that kind of stuff. Like if you were a student, that's what Facebook was for, right? This was right when MySpace was a big thing and things like that. So they really didn't have the market share they have now, but the thing that Mark really started to pick up on is that the platform is large, right? The platform is huge. And it would be insane of him if he did not leverage business owners to basically share their products and services or whatever it is so that they can get in front of us, the consumers, right? So fast forward to today, Mark Zuckerberg is worth $76 billion. And let me break this down simply because I know you hear 76 billion and you think that's a whole lot of money I can't even wrap my brain around. I get it, right? But the fact about it is literally one big affiliate program. Let me explain, right? Mark Zuckerberg is able to put his audience, the literal hundreds of millions of people on meta platforms, both Facebook and Instagram and what do you call it, WhatsApp, and all these different platforms that they have, sub platforms that they have, right? Every bit of an audience that he has access to through these platforms, us just scrolling, right? You ever see that sponsored word underneath the post on Facebook or Instagram? Those are businesses that are actually paying Meta in order to put their product, their service, their business in front of, whoever, right? Because you're talking about hundreds of millions of people around the world. Why wouldn't you, right? So he recognized the opportunity he had to have these businesses pay him to get in front of the people that are on his platform. No other platform is different. So if an individual like that can literally leverage an audience that trusts him to be able to promote their products and services to, what is the difference between them and you? Yeah, hundreds of millions of people or whatever it is, but let me bring it down to our level here. Have you ever had great food and you enjoyed it so much that you decided to tell somebody, that you decided to say, okay, that's fine. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. The food was great. Let me tell someone else. And they decided to go to that restaurant because you did, right? What just happened? You didn't get paid for it, but you brought that business another customer. Now imagine if you got paid every time you referred somebody to a business, referred them to a movie, referred them to a product or service. If you got paid, let's just lowball it here. If you got paid $10 for every person you referred to these people or these businesses or whatever, how much have you just made? That's $1,000. If you did that, if you referred, let's say, 100 people a month, that's $1,000. But the reality is, you don't get paid on a regular basis to refer people to products and services and businesses. Not everyone does that. Little known fact, 86% of businesses have affiliate programs, right? And I know people are not used to hearing about affiliate marketing and things like that, and they think it's this weird little apparition that exists online. It happens more often than you think. Go to some of the biggest brands: Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon. They all have affiliate programs that you can sign up for right now. But see, where the rubber meets the road is, just like any other business, you have to have the ability to know how to promote, to know how to reach people, to know the method behind the science in order to execute, to get to people that they know what you have, what you offered, who you are. Because this is what this series is about. It's not just about having a business, product, or service, or you have a little side hustle or whatever it is, whether you sell t-shirts or you sell mugs or whatever it is, or you decide that you know enough about something that you get on social media and share the information, and then you provide, let's say, a guide, which I also do. I have an ebook that you can get, you know what I'm saying? If you're on this live, you get it absolutely free, right? You can do something like that, create an ebook or whatever it is, and then you market that to people, right? It's literally, there's no better time to do this. But let me address specifically the business owners here, the solopreneurs on here, right? If you're watching this and you are not using social media to promote not just your business but yourself, you are doing a tremendous disservice to your business. Now, I get it. You're a small business owner. You don't have a lot of cash. The idea is you don't need a lot of cash to be able to promote on social media. See, when I talk to people, a lot of times when they hear promote on social media, they have been conditioned to think that, yes, we're promoting, so we're buying ads. That's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about spending a dime to run ads, right? Because again, classic principle of business is you increase your profits and you keep your liabilities low. So you want to get resources, get products to help your business that you don't necessarily spend a lot or anything at all to help grow your profile. And it does not matter if you are a for-profit business or you're a church. It does not matter. The idea is, because you are on social media and you are trying to grow anything where you need people to come see what you are offering, the idea is there is a proper way, a more efficient way to promote on social media. And leaving and not learning these skills, not leveraging these assets, not leveraging these principles is going to be a detriment to your brand, right? I know you don't have an LLC. I know you don't have all these different things that are set up yet. But the idea is you're on social media for a purpose. And if you're not just mindlessly scrolling, you have decided that you're going to use this tool called social media to reach people, for the purposes that you have to reach them for, right? It does not mean that you're there, that you have everything in order. You have to have everything in place in order to get what you need and to reach the folks you need to reach. But at the end of the day, knowing the skills on how to get people to identify with you as a person, because again, in social media, it's not just about what you have to offer. See, as marketers, we start to think that it's just about the product, service, or business that we promote. But it's not just about that. It's about the person you are promoting to. You have to think about what it is they're looking at, what it is they see, what it is they hear when they see your face. Because at the end of it all, they have to be able to know, like, and trust you. That is the simple game changer between whether you do a couple thousand a month or whether you do 40, 50 grand a month, it may be more, because you have successfully learned how to establish a place of authority in your niche or your business or your industry, right? But you also have to make sure that people get what you are there to provide them. And I'm not just talking about the product, service, or business. The sale happens long before they step into your doors or they get to your purchase page or your sales page, right? People get to your sales page and they buy into you as a person, because people don't buy products or services. They buy the people selling them. If you follow me for any kind of time, you would hear me say that over and over and over again, because the reason you have these 22-year-olds, 22 to 25-year-olds making amazing sums of money on autopilot is because they have established a following. And I'm not just talking about you follow them, do what everything they do, but they have created a community that understands what they are there to provide. In the first two episodes, I reference Mr. Beast, right? Which is probably about the biggest creator on social media, probably on YouTube mostly, right? But on social media, period, because everybody knows the name or the brand Mr. Beast, right? Especially on YouTube. But why is that? Why are influencers out there getting these brand deals, getting these offers to promote these products and services? Why does Kim Kardashian able to literally get paid millions of dollars just to have a story post about a product or service? Why? Because she has an audience, right? So you as a business owner, if you are not promoting yourself, or you desire to be a business owner, or you desire to 10x your growth, 10x your business, and get in front of more people, you are in dire need to figure out how to promote yourself in the most effective way and the most cost effective way to level up your business. So I got onto that networking call today, and I got on with probably, they're a little older than I am, probably about 5 to 10 years older than me, but they have this old school mindset. And I want to address that, right? Because people think that it is still a thing, and trust me, I get it. Things like flyers and business cards and mailers and all that kind of stuff, it works. But in the digital age, when you get a piece, think about what you do when you get a piece of mail that is not directly addressed to you from somebody that you knew was going to send it to you, right? If it's not your phone bill or your light bill or whatever, somebody giving you something, you're not gonna just you're not just gonna pick it up and like, oh yeah, let me get to look at this. It's not gonna work out like that. Because think about, and this is what we have to think about as marketers, what would you do if you saw your ad or if you saw your post? What would you do, right? How would you react to seeing that? Right? And when you start thinking from the other side of the screen, then you will understand the power of how great your marketing can be or how much it can change, right? But if you're still thinking about, oh yeah, let's get on conferences and get in front of people that can get you on these physical stages, and go to these networking events and hand out business cards, like, who does, like, I get it, right? I get it. You could go to vistaprint.com and print out 500 business cards. It'll cost you less than $100 and stuff like that. Or if you find yourself at a networking event and you're in person, you get a doc card for $20 that has all of your social media links on it, that has all your email, your phone number, everything like that, everything you offering or about you as a business. You have that on a dot card, dot card, and you get $20. And you know, because who wants to lug around 500 to 1,000 business cards? Every minute you go to hand somebody something, oh, I'm sorry, goop, and you lose the box, and the box tips over, and business cards everywhere. Why would you do that to yourself? Make it easier. See, we complicate this too much. So the advice that somebody was getting today, and I'm not going to use names to protect the innocent, right? This guy was telling another business owner, go to these networking events, these physical networking events, and put in the sweat equity. to go up and down the East Coast or whatever it is, the Midwest. I think they were in Ohio or something like that. To go cart up and down the country to do these in-person events and all this kind of stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I get people travel. I get people go around and do these physical events. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that's the lion's share of your business, being kneecap to kneecap with someone that you have to do business with, the only way you do business with somebody is over coffee or over whatever, and you have to be in person, you're gonna lose out, and you're gonna lose out big. Yeah, you can make a couple $100, you can make a couple $1,000, but at the end of the day, you only have 24 hours in a day. You only have 24. You don't get more. And I will get people in my comments talk about, you can duplicate yourself and hire and train people so you can be in more places at once. But then again, how many times are you going to duplicate someone? And it comes back to the time factor. Yes, okay, so you duplicate yourself 25, 30 times. Let's say you duplicate yourself 100 times, right? Which is more powerful? Being in 100 places at once or being in 10,000 places at once? That is a difference. You could literally 1,000x your ability to reach more people, to duplicate yourself so you can reach more people and show people what you have, what you offer, your product, business, or service. The reality is, I have had literal go, like, you could go on my TikTok, just my TikTok, and you see over 10,000 likes on there. And not to mention the amount of views. I had a video do 10,000 views. Let me ask you something. What if I had to talk to each one of them via direct mail or via a direct message, a DM on social media or email? If I had to talk to 10,000 people, how long do you think? Is it possible, theoretically possible, for me to talk to 10,000 people in one day or in 1 week or whatever it is, right? Can you literally do that without being on, having some type of automation, without having some kind of technology assisting you and things like that? You cannot disregard the power of social media, the power of automations. I literally, if I check over all of my social media platforms, which there are about 4 of them right now that I mainly promote to, I've done at least 100,000 interactions every single day between 4 platforms. Do you think I can literally get to all of those? So you got to make phone calls, right? You get on the phone and you talk, hey, my name is Nicholas. I'm with Millionaire Insight LLC. This is who I am. This is what I provide. This is how I can help you. How many times can you do that? When I was working for someone else, and I was a call center agent, right? I literally took 800 calls a day. 800 calls a day, right? And that's on a repeat dialer and all that kind of stuff, automatic stuff that comes in, right? But even then, they had time constraints. You could literally only be on the phone with the customer for maybe 5 minutes, and that's stretching it. So let's say you're on the phone with a customer for 5 minutes. What are you saying to these people? Yeah, you can drop it down to, your elevator pitch or whatever it is. You have 30 seconds to tell the person who you are, what you do, and how you can help them, and how they can contact you. But how many times will you do that? Let's add another layer in it. What are you doing? What are you trading for, right? So you're at work, you're doing this, and you're on the phone. You're on the phone with somebody, at a coffee shop with somebody. What is your family doing? How many times do you have to look your kids in the eye or look your significant other in the eye and say, hey, I gotta go, I gotta do this, I gotta drive here to go do that, drive back and all that. Like, yeah, you guys have to understand, when I was a full-time insurance agent, which I still am a life insurance agent, but I do things virtually now. But before all was virtual, I used to have to go here, there, and everywhere to meet clients. It would literally take me all day. And I'm talking about, like, you get to the office at 9, you make calls from 9 to noon, you spend from noon to 3 o'clock booking interviews, and then from 3 to 7 either closing your scheduled appointments so you can actually go present to people, prospective clients, and then you spend the next 4 hours from let's say from 7 to 10, so 3 hours from 7 to 10 presenting and closing people that you have talked to, literally all day. And I am so glad, not just for the training that I got in those years, but I am so glad that I did not have kids at that time, because I was like maybe 20, 21, 22, 23 in my early 20s, somewhere thereabout. But what if I had to do that? What if I had wife and kids at home like I do now? Right? How much time would I get to spend with my family? And then you have business owners or whoever. If you're not a business owner and you're presenting a product, business, or service, or you just trying to get somebody to an event, and you have to put on an event like this where you're speaking to people, right? But you have to do that in person. You still have to show up and deliver value for that amount of time. But what if you could do something like this virtually on social media, just like I'm doing right now, right? And then once this goes off, it gets downloaded, edited, and put back on social media so that it's always available to be viewed, so that you don't have to do it. And I'll take it a step further. I've been in business for a few years now. I've been in social media marketing for 8 years. And the one thing that I missed in the early days is how to automate your business. Flash forward, like I literally was spending hours on end. You can ask my wife. I was spending hours on end creating content, editing content, putting it back into the system, re-promoting it, repurposing it, running ads, testing to see what this is. And hopefully you get something. And when somebody actually comes in and say, hey, I'm interested, you jump on people. Hey, you're interested. It's like hungry teenagers in food, right? You bring the food and they jump on it because it's the first lead you got. But that breeds desperation, because you spend the other, I used to spend the other 3 weeks of the month starving for leads, starving for people, new people in my business. But what happened? I automate the business. I have videos doing the selling and telling for me, so I don't have to be presenting all day, every day. And I make sales like that because I don't have to be kneecap to kneecap with someone. I don't have to be in a situation where it's just me across from someone presenting to them while my family is back at home when I could be spending time with them. Right? And I get that. I'm on a live right now and my family's in the other room and things like that. But I choose this. I choose this. I choose to be able to give back, and I choose to be able to create content for other entrepreneurs to be able to help them learn from the mistakes that I made. Right? It's laughable. It's laughable for me to sit at a networking event and have people tell me, well, I get what you're saying about this digital stuff, but the reality is you got to put in the work. What do you think we do? What do you think we do? So because I work 2 hours a day using a proven blueprint that teaches not only me how to get better at my marketing, but to teach other people to get better at their marketing so they can get leads on autopilot. Right? What do you think that is? I mean, unless you got unlimited time, that you got more than 24 hours in your day, you could be at 1,700 places at once, so you don't need automations. You could literally run without sleep, run without food, run without affection from your family members. If that's cool for you, then okay. I just know I couldn't. I just because I'll tell you guys this, man. In 2017, when my daughter was born, I knew I had to do something different. And it's something about being a parent. It's something about becoming a parent that fundamentally changes you as a person, right? Things that used to matter, used to be serious to me, they suddenly didn't because my world stopped being about me. And yes, at the time, right before I had kids, I have a wife, right? But when you have a child, it's different. And knowing that you have another life that will honestly be your responsibility for at least 18 years and longer, not or longer and longer, you have no choice but to reevaluate your life, your goals, and what you're currently doing, right? So back in 2017, it fundamentally changed me as a person and fundamentally changed what I knew I needed to do in order to make the income that I needed to make. But at the end of the day, it was my choice to continue learning and continue growing and continue leveraging systems. See, what I learned from the wealthy people, what I learned from the Tony Robbinses of the world, the Gary V's of the world, the Les Browns of the world, is that they have systems in place. Like I'm getting messages from Grant Cardone right now in my email box. Grant's not typing up those emails for himself. Grant's not sent like in front of the computer sending Nick an email. No, he does this using systems. And see, people think, okay, well, I don't really understand technology. I've been in business. I'm used to doing business. You know, when somebody gives me cash or somebody gives me a credit card or whatever it is, you're in a restaurant, you own a restaurant, you own a real estate office, you own a law practice, you own, a HVAC business or whatever it is, right? So you're literally telling me that you can't create content around what you know and then learn how to properly, because it's not just about recording the content, right? You don't have to have expensive gear. You don't have to have this expensive camera. You don't have to have this expensive computer and with all this customization tech that's in the computer so that you can run this and run that and run the other thing. You don't need to have that. If you have a smartphone connected to internet and you can record a video, you could literally change your business. Literally change your business. Because guess what? You have been running your business for several years now, at least a year, 2 years. And I would think after a year, 2 years running a business, you know a little something about your industry, about your product or your service. But the difference here is you actually use your knowledge and use your passion for your business, for your mission, for your all these things to create content surrounding you. Because here's the good news. You are the business. When people get to know, like, and trust you, and they see your face and they know you have real struggles and you're a real person just like them, like when I tell people I'm disabled, when they hear that in my content, other disabled people go, oh, wow, I didn't know Nick was disabled. I didn't know Nick struggled with that. I didn't know Nick was having this going through. But if he can do it, if he can succeed, so can I. See, again, I said this in a previous video in this series. Too many times as marketers, as business owners, we think that we are the only ones to go through things. We are the only ones to encounter problems. We are the only ones to have things that really bother us and bring us down and can make us feel depressed and all these different things. We are not the only ones. See, people have to stop, business owners especially, they have to stop separating the two. Right? I'm not telling you to conflate your business and your life, put them together and bring your worries from your home to your business and vice versa. I'm not telling you that. I am telling you always be on. Be able to talk about what it is you're offering, what it is you're selling, what is it you're doing for people, because the reality is you have the ability to change someone's life in a positive way. You're a lawyer, you give people freedom. You're a real estate agent, you give people a sense of home. You are a dentist, you give people freedom from pain. You let a doctor, you give people freedom. You give people peace of mind. You have to understand what you do matters. What you do changes people's lives. So get on social media and create content about that. You could literally create a faceless post with something as simple as, this is who I am. I am Nicholas Francis. I am Mr. Millionaire Insight. That's my business, Millionaire Insight LLC. And I help people make more money, make more, save more, and retire well, and find ways for them to make money and help people promote themselves on social media. Who I am, what I do, and how you can contact me. If you're interested in making more money, comment below all in and I'll get you the information. Literally a minute video. You have not talked about money, how much you make, how much you sell, or whatever it is. You're not talking about siding. You're not talking about, you're not talking about the renovation that you had to do yesterday or whatever it is. You are literally sharing who you are. And every time you do that, someone trusts you a little more. What we as business owners have to learn to do is to trust the process. Trust the process. People are not going to buy for, like, I post one video and someone buys from me. No, it's not going to work like that. I have a credit course that I just finished last month and launched last month. You think that the minute I dropped the course that people bought from me? No. But the reality is, the reason people don't is because they don't yet know who I am and how I can help them. A classic principle of business that will never go out of style is find a need and fill it. But it goes a step beyond that. It's not just about finding a need and fill it, but you have to show people how you can make a positive difference in their lives by the product that you sell them or the service that you sell them. I don't just sell a digital blueprint that teaches people how to market. Yeah, that's great. Learn how to market on social media. Learn how the proper ways to get more engagement, to get more followers, to get more sales, to get more customers, get more clients. Yeah, that's great. How does that help me when I'm not at work? How does that help me with my family? How does that help me with the problem that I have outside of work? You know how? It gives you time. The time that you would be spending making phone calls, sending emails, the time that you would be kneecap to kneecap at a coffee shop. You could be kneecap to kneecap with your princess playing Princess Tea House. Yeah, I said it. I'm a girl dad, so I know, right? You could be spending time with your son playing ball. You could spend time with your daughter drawing and painting and doing the things that she loves. You could spend time with your son, teaching him what it means to be big and strong, or what it means to be caring and compassionate, what it means to go help climb or go help bring or go do something. Be an active role in your kids' lives. At the end of the day, that means something to people. It means something to people to be there with their families. Because at the end of the day, if you are not in business to get out of business so you can be with your family, you're doing it wrong. But with these automations and this proven blueprint that I have, I am able to stay in business while I'm on vacation. And it does not matter where I am in the world, as long as I have internet and access to a phone or a laptop, I can still run my business. It doesn't matter where I am. So yes, you are selling a product or service and you do have a business, but what do you sell? How do you make a difference? That difference is what you sell. That peace of mind, that giving their time back is what you sell. That is what you're after. You're not after selling a house. You're not after getting a new client for your law firm. You're not after getting billable hours. But how do you make a difference? Why do people work pro bono cases in law? Because they want to help people. That's the idea. They want to be able to help people. But you also need to be compensated, right? Wouldn't it be nice to be compensated for doing the work you had already done when you're not even doing it? So you could be at an ice cream shop with your daughter or your son, and you're having fun with them, and your phone goes off. Ding, you made another sale. Ding, you got another customer. Ding, you got another recruit in your business. Your business is growing. Your business is flourishing. Your business is thriving, but you're having ice cream. Wouldn't that be worth something? I know so many moms and dads that wish they had the idea, or wish they had access to this system that would give them automations, that would do the selling and telling for them, that they can do the things that they want to do and they need to do and they have to do and they love to do with the people they love to do it with. The idea that, listen to me, let me delve into relationships a little bit. This might be controversial, but pay attention. Do you know that the only reason that men are successful is because of women? The simple reason. They are the biggest motivation for men to be successful. Why? Because they want to be attractive and not just aesthetically pleasing, but to be a potentially strong mate. And it's not just about being physically strong, but it's about being a viable candidate to be able to take care of someone else. It is the single reason why we are motivated to do things. Why I'm dressed to the not, well, I'm not wearing a suit, but I'm still looking good here because I want to be able to present an image that would be able to get people to understand that I care about what it is I do, but I am also a representation of my wife, right? It is the single greatest thing you can ever understand in life is why you do the things that you do. But for marketers, for business owners, people that you serve need to understand why. They need to grasp the concept of why you do what it is you do. And because you only have 24 hours in a day, online is where you need to be. Gone are the days when you can sell, excuse me, gone are the days that you can send out 1,000 mailers and say, yeah, I'm gonna get a 50% return. Because people, why? Because people don't know you. People don't know who you are. Why? Okay, let me show you something. Why do these celebrities, people like, well, that name is a little controversial. Why does Usher come out with a cologne and instantly sell out? You ever wonder that? Why WrestleMania announces that the event is going live on such and such a date, and the minute it goes live, the minute tickets go on sale is because they get sold out. I've heard events literally selling out in seconds. Seconds. You're talking about you having tens of thousands, an arena with 70,000 seats plus, and you sell out in seconds because of social media, right? That's one part of it. But because they are known for something. And yeah, you might not be a wrestling fan, talk about WrestleMania and all that stuff, but the idea is because they have internet marketing. I remember the season in the Attitude Era, for those of you who are WWE fans, who literally had to watch this company process online. Like literally get in Vince McMahon literally had to get in his head. yes, this online thing is not a fad. It's not going away anytime soon. And I need to leverage it because it is going to catapult my business. And when he did, I remember one event that he did when he left the choice of the matches up to the people and realized how interactive they were. Literally millions of people, right? Literally millions of people got on and voted for this match or for these matches, right? And that's when they got it. Like, look, you can't ignore this thing. You can't ignore this social media thing. You can't ignore this Instagram thing or this Facebook thing or this Snapchat thing or this YouTube thing or this TikTok thing. And listen, I get it. There's a lot that's going on in the news and things like that. But can you really stare 150 million people in the face and say, no, I'm good. I don't need to present to y'all. I don't need to show you what I got because, the Congress people, they say, well, woo and all this stuff, right? Let me tell you something. As I learned in finance, you are going to have gains and you're going to have losses. But what do you do with risk? Effectively, you are supposed to be able to manage risk. You so worried about being tracked, don't have a smartphone. I got an uncle right now, got a flip phone that he refused to get a smartphone because he's not into all that stuff. But then he wants to start a business and be able to reach people. More people where they are. Hello, they're online. And my uncle is not the only person that has this opinion where I don't know if I want to go online because all these things that they keep saying and they keep pointing out and this, that, and Congress said and the Newsday said and the Washington Post said and the Sun Times said. Okay, are any of those people paying your bills? Are any of those people helping you spend more time with your family? That is the question that needs to be answered. So the power of social media cannot be ignored. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be here. It is going through a revolution right now. It is going through a big change right now. I literally used AI for inspiration to create my ebook. Literally. And I sell that online. I give it away for free to people who opt in and say, yes, I want to learn more about what you do, getting paid daily and working 2 hours a day. I want to learn more. Okay, you want to learn more? Here's something for you. For trusting me because you don't really have to because you don't know enough about me yet to say, shut up and take my money. I'm going to give you something because you decided to trust me enough to let me show you how I am having success, right? At the end of the day, that's what matters. To be able to get someone to know, like, and trust you. And if there's anything throughout this entire series that I can teach you is how to have people know, like, and trust you. And here it is right here. Be you. Right? Let that sink in. Because I don't think a lot of people hear me when I say that. Be you. Listen, let me remind y'all of something. When Arnold Schwarzenegger came to this country, Austrian accent and all, thick Austrian accent, they told him like, he was a bodybuilder working out, working out all his days and stuff like that. And he got introduced to the possibility of acting. And he went there and he saw people that could get him into acting, but the first roundabout he had, they told him, "Oh no, yeah, you're massive, like you're an amazingly muscular man, like that is amazing. Like we could put you in stuff like this, but you will never be able to make it to mainstream and experience the success like a Bruce Willis or Wesley Snipes or whoever it is in the action game that was popular at that time, right? But James Cameron, the man who directed Titanic, saw him and had literally had the foresight to say to him, you know what? We could use that. And he was helping him. Well, wait. It could be James Cameron or Steven Spielberg, one of those, big wig directors, right? I think it was whoever directed the Terminator movies, right? The first Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger ad-libbed that line where he says, "I'll be back." He would never conceive how big that catchphrase would ever be. But it's not the catchphrase. It's not the catchphrase that caught on. It's how he said it. How he said it. I guarantee you, get another Austrian in there, and it would not have been the same. It would not have had the same success. Why? Because it wasn't Arnold. There are certain things that are only meant to fit your feet. I'm going to say that again. There are only certain things in this life that were meant for your feet, your literal footprint. But it's not your physical footprint, but it is the specialty that you as an individual, before you open your mouth, it is that specialty that you bring because God custom made you. And he made you into the individual that he made you into and put you through the things that he put you into. He allowed things to happen because he knew it would be what would make you the individual that you are today. If you have been through anything and you can look back on your life and say, you know what, good, better, and different, I wouldn't change a thing because I am who I am, and I am what is the product of what's standing in front of you today. You can be able to successfully do that. You will be able to be ready for some amazing things in your life. You will be ready to go to the next level because you understand that everything you have been through up to this point has been designed to create the person you see before you today. Right? I wouldn't change it. Yeah, there's things that every one of us would like to do better. But at the end of it all, it helped. And it helped us become the person that we are today. So I say this to you. Stop wasting time. Stop chasing people. Stop begging people. I don't beg people no more. When you have the cure for something that ails someone, when you have the ability to literally revolutionize someone's life, do you beg them? Do you beg them? Or do you realize if someone's in danger and you know for a fact that you can save them, do you ask them to be saved? You're looking at someone's house on fire, God forbid, and you know you can save them. You know for a fact that you can go in there, get them, and come out of that burning building and literally come out changed. You know you can literally save their life. Do you beg them to be saved? So then why are you thinking of your product, service, or business differently? The reason you are where you are in your business and you have not gotten to where you've gotten to or where you want to get to is because of your belief level in what you have. And the fact that you're not enough in front of enough people. The reason why Kim Kardashian could start a brand and within weeks it sells out when she released the product because people know who she is, know what she's about, and know what she sells. And they're just waiting, chomping at the bit to get it. The only reason for that is because more people knows who she is than knows who you are. I know I'm talking about secular celebrities and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, marketing is marketing. More people need to know about your business. More people need to know about your service. More people need to know how you can help change the world and how you can positively impact someone else's life. So far, if this is helping you out, if this is being a blessing to you, double tap that screen. I want to get to at least 1,000 likes so I can, be not be happy, but you know what I mean. It'll be nice, right? It'll be a nice thing, right? But understand this: the time for guesswork is done. We have access to a proven blueprint that could literally revolutionize your business, get you in front of literally hundreds of people, thousands of people if you do it right. And then you run the numbers. 30% of people you get in front of will close. 30% of people that you get your business in front of will do business with you, or at least be interested enough that eventually, because you have email automations and they put their email in, they will find something in your email marketing to be able to say, okay, enough's enough. I'm done putting it off. I'm just going to go ahead and see what Nick is talking about and actually make a purchase because I put it off long enough. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a situation like that where I literally watch people. Yeah, they had success. Yeah, they had success. They achieved this. They achieved that. But you know why we wait so long? Because we want to know if it really works. We want to know if it's real. We want to know if it's true. We want to know if we can do it. But sometimes you just have to know that you have enough confidence in who you are as a person to take the leap and get the information, because at the end of the day, it's just information unless you choose to do something about it. So don't waste time. Work smarter, not harder. Use Stop using your social media just to watch cat videos. Stop using your social media to dominate your life with just the news cycle and the negativity and what's going wrong with the world. Use your social media to further your ability to help change lives with your product, service, or businesses. But Nick, I sell toothbrushes. How does toothbrushes change someone's life? You ever been dirty and ate something that you didn't really want to eat and it tasted really nasty and it stained your teeth? Or you've been drinking coffee for too long and it stained your teeth? Know how you feel once you get it brushed and get it clean and white again, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you smile and you go, wow, that's nice. Feeling. Excuse me. Emotion. So yeah, you sell toothbrushes, but you make a difference. You get people to feel better about themselves. You get people to feel like they matter, like they mean something, right? The idea is that you change lives. So no matter what you do, trust the process. Trust God. Learn your craft. Get better at it. And get out there and do it like you're doing it for TV, because it matters. Because you have something special, right? So, guys, thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate everyone who has been supportive in the series, The Science of Online Marketing. I really appreciate you giving me the time each day to share with you the things that I have on my heart to share with you. And at the end of the day, I just want to help. I just want to give back and help people win. I want to see people successful. I want to see people financially independent. I want to see people debt free. I want to see people be able to protect their incomes. Hello, this is going to be another series, but I want to see people have enough to protect their incomes and make a difference that way, right? I want to see people succeed. And this is why I'm taking time out from my family to be of service. Because wealthy people know that is giving to people, giving back is how you in turn get blessing, how in turn you get increase. So this is my desire to help you succeed. So if you want to know more about how I leverage a proven blueprint to get automations to do my selling and telling for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, rain or shine, comment all in this live. Or if you come in and you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, and you want to learn more, comment all in. Go to my last video here on TikTok and comment all in. Get the information, because the information will literally change your life. It will literally change your business. If you promote anything, if you desire to do anything that affects anyone on or off of social media, you need to know the things you need to know to effectively reach people on a personal level. I don't just sell products and services. I sell change. I sell freedom. I sell access. I sell giving people their time back. So when I am not on a screen in front of you, I am still somewhere on a screen in front of somebody. So if you want to learn how I use this proven blueprint to literally learn this skill and become better and reaching the people I need to reach to market the products, services, and businesses I have, while still increasing my income on a daily basis on autopilot using these automations, comment all in. And if you just now coming in, it's okay, you just late this one time, but it's okay. The replays will be up on my YouTube at Mr. Millionaire Insight. So you can go to YouTube and you can check the replays. Actually, the first 4 episodes, this is episode 6, the first 4 episodes are up now. So you can go check those out. And if you have not followed me yet, make sure you follow me and then click on the bell icon so you'll be notified when I go live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. because I want to do this again for you guys. This is going to be a 10-part series. I can't do more than that this time because I have some things coming up that I want to prepare for. All right, so it's going to be a 10-part series. This is part 6, and I want to be able to present this for you. If you are interested in finding out more about who I am, what I do, go to my profile right now on TikTok, click on my link tree, subscribe to the link tree, and here's what I will do for you. For those of you who subscribe to my link tree, I will actually give you my affiliate marketing guide for beginners. It's an ebook that I can give you just for subscribing. You can actually, once you subscribe, you'll be able to click on the ebook, the affiliate marketing for beginners ebook, and actually download it right from my link tree. All right. So subscribe to that. And if you are interested in learning on how I make money and show others how to make money and how to increase their income and learn how to be more marketable on social media the correct way, comment all in. So I'm going to give you guys like 2 more minutes because it's about 8:10. So I went through a lot while I'm waiting for these 2 minutes to go by. I went through a whole lot. On this live about the reasons why people need to market properly on social media. And if you're counting it out, you're really, really doing a disservice to your product, service, or business. So is there any questions that you guys might have about, marketing, or what should you use to market, or how I go about it every day, or what my daily mode of operation is, in these next 2 minutes while we're giving people a chance to respond, for the next 2 minutes. Guys, if you're from my team, if you're in my community, double tap the screen. If this has blessed you, if this has been, something valuable for you, double tap the screen, let TikTok know that I did a good job on this live today. It will be much appreciated. I thank you guys so much. So, the reason, and this is kind of a post-show kind of thing, the reason I started doing this in the first place is because I realized that the world would be better served if I give back. That it's not enough for me to know what I know. It's not enough for me to use what I know to make more money for me and my family, right? But it would be better to help others. Now that I have gotten to where I have gotten, it is my duty. I am duty bound to help people, help other business owners, help other consumers stop just being consumers on social media, but actually get paid while on social media. And it was just about giving back. It's just about giving people access to my knowledge, giving people access to what I have to offer this world. Because my brand, my mission statement is literally to help people find their God-given purpose. But we can't even talk about God-given purpose if you are consistently and irrevocably worried about how you're going to pay the rent this month, right? Because I could give you $1,000, but what happens next month? So rather than give you $1,000, I can teach you how to make money so you can make more than $1,000 so you can afford to do the things that you want, need, and love to do. So if you're brand new in affiliate marketing, network marketing, whatever it is, I covered this in my last episode. Like, people ask you, how you make money, how much money you're making. That's a valid question. But an even better question is, if any of that money, if I tell you how much I make, is any of that going to pay your bills? Is any of that going to get you to take your family on vacation? Is that going to be able to allow you to quit your job just knowing how much I make? Or is it better to find out what I know, how I made what I made, to be able, so you can know so that you can know how I made what I made, and you can make it twice as fast? Because I have no problem with people superseding me. This is not one of those businesses where if I hire you or I can't even use the word hire, if you come join me and learn, that yes, I have a vested interest in you winning because I want to see you win, but I don't get paid for teaching people like that. And people in my community, literally almost 1,000 people in this community, literally everybody helping each other, almost 1,000 people wanting to achieve more income, wanting to achieve a better quality of life for their family. We don't get paid for doing that. How we get paid is by promoting our businesses on social media. That's how we get paid, right? But helping people succeed, helping people make more, save more, and be able to do things with their families and get their time back, that's a reward that we get for investing in people. And you could literally okay, I could tell, like, our these blueprints are literally probably the lowest barriers to entry I have ever seen in any business opportunity, bar none. You start at $50 for one thing to promote, $150 for two things to promote, $300 for three things to promote, and then $300 for $600 for everything that you get to learn to promote and all that kind of stuff. Plus, you can get to be an affiliate by selling, to be able to sell the product, to be able to make even more, right? But this is about learning. Don't get it twisted. This is about learning. But people like us, people who get online, people who educate people, we're not just doing this just because we want to do it and we like hearing ourselves talk. But we want to help people make more, save more, and be able to spend more time with the people that they love. That is what this is about. So if you are serious, if you have been looking for a way to do, because you kept saying, there's got to be a better way, there's got to be a better way, there's got to be a better way, I got to be able to to go make the money I want to make, to be able to make a difference in this world, to leave it better than it was when I came. This is it. This is your opportunity. Comment all in and let me know, and you will get that affiliate marketing ebook for free and access. I will give you the opportunity to learn more about how I use a proven blueprint to be able to make money on my own terms, when I want, where I want, but be able to spend time with my family and all those different things, so I can be able to live the life that God has me to live, to be able to effectively help more people. Because that's what I want, to be able to help more people, right? So, guys, it's been, let's see, about 4 minutes. I gave you guys an extra. I was saying I was giving you till 8:10, but it's 8:14, so you got a little extra. But it's okay. I love you, so I give to you. You know what I mean? But, guys, throughout all the noise in this world, throughout all the doom and gloom, throughout everything that's on the news or on the papers or in the radio or whatever it is, it's a crazy world out there. But here's the thing: God loves you. And no matter what you believe, whether you believe, not you believe, whatever it is, right? Doesn't change the fact that He does. It doesn't change the fact that someone out there loves you so much that they're thinking about you right now. And if no one's told you that they love you today, know that I love you. All right? So thank you guys for giving me the time. Thank you for being willing to listen and open-minded, supporting the series. Make sure you follow me on social media at Mr. Millionaire Insight in order to get the replays and access to my lives and things like that. So if you have any questions, reach out to me and ask a question. You can reach me at Millionaire Insight, the number 4 in the word life, via email. You can do that as well. You can also find ways to contact me through my link tree that's posted on my profile. If you're just joining and you are late, the replays will be on my YouTube channel at Mr. Millionaire Insight. Okay, guys, thank you again. I keep saying thank you because I mean it so much. All right, and until next time, guys, live life, love God. See you when I see you. Peace.